What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the NCAA Football 06 Montana State Bobcat Dynasty. Taking a look at the top 25, number 1 is Oklahoma. Then right behind them, you have the undefeated USC Trojans and Miami, Virginia Tech, South Carolina, Auburn, Florida State, Texas A&M, who was number 1. Then you got Tennessee, Michigan, Texas Tech, Ohio State, Nebraska, Iowa. The Bobcats were number 15. Now we keep going up. Then you got Texas, Maryland, Penn State, Oklahoma State, Northwestern, Mississippi State, Michigan State, Georgia Tech, Wisconsin, and then finally Arizona State. Unfortunately, Larry Stevens is no longer on the Heisman watch list. Instead, you have two players at Nebraska at number 1 and 2, then a South Carolina running back, Maryland's quarterback, and then finally Auburn's quarterback as well. Obviously, we are number 1 in the Big Sky Conference. Sacramento State's kind of right behind us, though, at 6-1. Then you have Eastern Washington, who are going to be our opponents today. Idaho at 4-4. Then Idaho State, Portland State, Weber State, Northern Arizona, and last and certainly least, the Grizzlies. Larry Stevens, he's not necessarily playing like a guy who should be in contention for a Heisman. His completion percentage is still bad, not a ton of yards, and not a great touchdown to interception ratio. 500 yards and 5 touchdowns for Vince Robinson. Larry Stevens, 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. Tyrone Manigat, over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns for him on the season. Martin Anderson has really emerged as a great slot receiver here with 600 yards and 7 touchdowns. Then you got Larry Lane with 502. Then you got Brown with 304. Aaron Martin, 5 catches, 3 of them for touchdowns on the season. Ben Collins, a tight end that would like to get more involved, but I feel like that's what I say about just about every tight end in this series. The offensive line, like I've said over the past 2 seasons, statistically they don't look bad, but if it showed pressures, they would be bad because they give up so many pressures. Larry Stevens is always running for his life out there. Max Lloyd and Mario Harris are tied when it comes to sacks. They have 6 each, and we have a couple guys with 3, and then multiple guys who have 1 sack on the season so far. We also have 2 guys with 3 interceptions, Marcus Kirkpatrick and Eugene Thomas, and then you have another handful of guys with just 1 interception each. We've forced a good amount of fumbles on the season so far. Unfortunately, we've only recovered roughly half of them this year. We do have 4 defensive touchdowns, though, which is quite impressive if you ask me. And then Jason McMillan, just 3 for 5 when it comes to kicking on the season. Eastern Washington's quarterback Robert Herring has over 2,000 yards, 18 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, so some similar numbers there to Larry Stevens, but he has more yards and as a result of that, a much better completion percentage. Over 400 yards for their leading rusher there. King is their leading receiver in just about every category there, whether it's receptions, yards, touchdowns. They are missing 2 of their wide receivers going into today's game due to injury, though. Their offensive line might be the best in the Big Sky Conference, at least looking at the stats, of course. Just like our team, they maybe give up a lot of pressures. I don't know. They don't really have one big name pass rusher. It's kind of just a bunch of guys that have all been getting to the quarterback this season, and they also have a handful of interceptions. So as we saw, they have a couple guys banged up going into this game. Montana State, meanwhile, completely healthy, looking to continue to be undefeated on the season. I feel like we have a pretty good shot at that, as we defeated Idaho, I believe, last time around. And now taking on Eastern Washington, a team that really, almost beat us last season. If you remember, we were down big, like I think 35-7 at one point, ended up winning 42-35. One of the greatest games, I would say, in this entire series. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch it. It is spectacular. Montana State will start off today's game with the football. Stevens is going to throw that one out of bounds, and that's not a throw that a Heisman candidate should miss. As you can see, he really lacks in the accuracy department and in the consistency department. Going backwards on 2nd down, so 3rd down is going to be 3rd and 13, and Stevens has an open running lane, and he's going to continue doing what he's done so well this season here, making defenders miss, man, and he has just been running so well. He has multiple 100-yard rushing games this season, and he's looking to add another one on it today. That's going to put us in Eagles territory now. Stevens under pressure, though, and he is sacked. Like I said, our offensive line, not great, and they give up a sack there, which makes us lose 8 yards. Stevens is pressured again. He's going to run, makes a man miss, does it again here, gets a first down, but then he loses the football. Eastern Washington jumps on top of it. But I mean, if you're running around trying to just juke everyone out, trying to break everyone's ankles, especially with a quarterback, that is bound to happen sometime, and we paid the price. But this defense is ready to be on the field. James Green with the sack on first down. It's going to be a loss of 7 for the Eagles. Robert Herring pressured here, throws to the right, and it's going to be intercepted by Chris Bonner inside of the 20-yard line there. He threw the pass low, just way away from his wide receiver there, and right to the hands of Chris Bonner, who had to scoop that one up there, and we get the ball right back. Inside of the red zone to start off this next drive. Stevens pressured, flush to his left. He's going to throw there, and he's got Curtis Brown, who they are going to mark inches shy of the end zone. Stevens looking to throw for it on this play, rolling to his right, and he's going to run for it. Touchdown, Montana State. Stevens almost threw it at the last second as I was actually just trying to dive. Thank goodness he didn't, because it probably would have been a pick or something like that. And he runs into the end zone for what I believe to be his 5th rushing touchdown this season. Eastern Washington looking to respond to that. Now here's a toss play for Crumpler, who's going to throw over the middle, and man, does the CPU just love that play. Doesn't matter what team I'm playing, they're going to run some kind of a halfback pass. It feels like at least once a game. Herring is sacked for the 2nd time today on first down. Max Lloyd getting his 7th, and that now officially makes him the leading sack getter on the team this season. There's Sanders making the catch on the left side. Kevin Sanders, he's always been a pain in the butt for us in his senior season now, so this will be our last time playing him. Herring throws on 3rd down. He tried throwing the slant route there. Chris Bonner breaks it up, and Montana State will get the football back. Throwing it in the flat there for Ben Collins, but it would have been better if he had dropped that one as he got tackled for a loss of 2. Here's Vince Robinson in open space to the right side across the 40. Made a man miss, and he gets brought down at midfield. A big run there for Robinson. Larry Stevens wants to throw, moving to his left as he's under some more pressure. He's going to stop, fire downfield, and he had Anderson wide open. You cannot miss that throw, man. Stevens under some pressure again, rolling to his left again, but this time he's going to run for it. He has the first down, diving instead of sliding there, and he's going to get out to the 35. Stevens, he wants to throw again, going in the flat for Robinson, and that's one where he's got to make the catch. I think a lot of his poor completion percentage you can put on him for just wild overthrows, but I mean, every now and then he has his receivers drop some passes. That was a pretty dangerous throw on 3rd down that nearly got picked off. So now to start off the next quarter, Jason McMillan's out to attempt a 52-yarder, and it is well shy of the crossbar there, and we're going to be giving them some pretty solid field position to start off this next drive. Herring throws to the left side there. He's got his running back Crumpler, and that's going to pick up about 9 yards. 2nd down and short, making some changes at the line of scrimmage, and now Crumpler's going to get that carry in open space and gets into Bobcat territory. Despite that nice run, though, Eastern Washington still has -2 rushing yards today. Off his back foot, downfield, and in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Corey King. That would have been a heck of a catch. Over the middle on this play, tipped up, and it's going to be intercepted. Thomas Spicer off the tip with the interception, and he's going to return it out to about the 45-yard line. A big interception there, his 2nd of the season as it got tipped into the air, and coming down with the 2nd interception of the ballgame for us. Stevens looking for lane deep on this play, but well played by the Eagles cornerback there as he broke it up. Vince Robinson gets some nice blocking here and picks up about 5 yards. That's going to set up 3rd down. Stevens takes the snap, looks to throw, fires to the left. Martin Anderson making the catch despite the tough coverage there. Only Larry Stevens' 3rd completion of the game, but you know I'm going to take it. Nice 3rd down conversion there. Flush to his right on display, throwing back across his body for Ben Collins, who then is stripped of the football, and Eastern Washington jumps on top of it there. Our 2nd turnover of the game. We've each turned the ball over twice so far. Some pretty sloppy offense being played in today's game. And then, yeah, just taking a second look at that, that's 100% a real fumble there. An unfortunate one, but a turnover nonetheless. Robert Herring's going to throw this in the flat for his running back, who turns it upfield, getting some nice yards after the catch, and that's going to set him up in MSU territory. Play fake, Robert Herring stepping up into the pocket, takes a shot to the right side, and the pass is just a tad overthrown. 2nd down and 10 now at the 47-yard line. Another play fake here. Herring's going to throw over the middle, threading the needle to Kevin Sanders, who gets some more yards after the catch there and picks up their 4th first down of the game so far, but still a heck of a grab there. A miscommunication on 1st down. He would have been open if he had continued running his route, but instead it's going to be incomplete. That pass on 2nd down is going to sail out of bounds, so now it's 3rd down for Eastern Washington. Herring throwing in the flat for Crumpler, and this time he's not going to be turning it upfield. It's going to be 4th down, and they're going to bring out their kicker for this 43-yard field goal attempt, I believe it was, and that's going to put Eastern Washington on the board. Montana State looking to score just for the 2nd time today, going deep for Martin Anderson there, but he did not have a shot at that one. Stevens wants to throw again, firing to the left side. It's Anderson, this time right on the money there. That's going to put him up to 42 passing yards so far today for Stevens. He wants to throw the football again. He's got time, firing downfield for Anderson. Oh, right out of his hands there. You got to think he was maybe thinking about getting hit hard there, and that kind of distracted him from catching the football. Throwing this one here for Curtis Brown, who makes his first catch of the game, makes a defender miss, and he is gone. Touchdown, Montana State. The big play that Stevens has been trying to get all game long thus far. Finally getting it out here to his man Curtis Brown. He finally didn't overthrow a wide open wide receiver there, and with that speed, he was gone for 6. So Montana State extending their lead. Just a minute and a half left to go in this 2nd quarter. Can Eastern Washington do something with it? Corey King is going to be returning this one, bouncing it to the outside, gets across the 30-yard line, the 40, outrunning the kicker, gets a nice block set up there down the left sideline. This is going to be a kick return touchdown. High stepping like he's Deion Sanders there, prime time, and that's going to pull them within 4. Just a minute left to go. Now Stevens is going to run, cuts it back inside. Luckily, he holds onto the football and picks up a 1st down. Under a minute left to go now. Stevens, he wants to throw again. Moving to his left. He's going to fire there, and he's going to be picked off by the linebacker, who I did not see at all. It's not often that I don't see a player there, but I truly did not see the linebacker. I thought I had a wide open Martin Anderson coming back to that route, but the linebacker there, he was lurking and gets our 3rd turnover of the game now. Can Eastern Washington capitalize on it? 47 seconds left to go as they are on the 47-yard line. Not anymore. James Green gets his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and 16 now. Herring is pressured. A nice diving catch made by Drew Battle there, well shy of the 1st down, and that will take us to the break where we lead by 4. Eastern Washington's going to get the football to start off the 2nd half of play. Drew Battle making a great catch there, picking up 8 yards. On 2nd down, Eastern wants to throw for it, and it's Battle again, a 3rd straight catch for him. Past 3 completions have all gone to him. A high snap here for Herring, who surveys the field, throws quickly there for Dahl, who gets drugged down by the face mask. An easy call there. That's going to get him a quick 15 yards. In Montana State territory after the penalty. Herring, he wants to throw again. He has a little bit of time, but the pressure forces him to throw it up into, what is that, quadruple man coverage? I don't even know how many blue jerseys were in that area. 3rd down now. Herring throws to the right side, and they still have yet to convert a 3rd down today. William Jackson on the coverage. If you can't convert 3rd down, might as well try 4th down, and they're going to get it. Johnson brings that one down, and they're going to move the chains. Herring looking to run it here, and we're not going to let that happen. Marcus Kirkpatrick gets the tackle. Still yet to convert on 3rd down, and the trend is going to continue. Will they go for it on 4th down this time? No, they will not. They're going to bring out their kicker for this 42-yard field goal. He already hit from 43 today, and that's going to make this just a 1-point game. Montana State's got to do something on offense now. Stevens rolling to his right, and he's going to run yet again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Maybe it is broke, though. He fumbles for the 2nd time today, and that is our 4th turnover. You cannot win games if you turn over the ball that much, and it might be tough to win this one. Our defense has got to come up clutch again. A nice bat down there by Brock Eugene. That's going to set up second down and 10 now. At the 39-yard line, more play action here. Herring fires over the middle, but his pass is off the mark, looking for Kevin Sanders. It's third down. Can this defense get a stop? No, they cannot. They give up their first third down conversion today. Drew Battle very active so far in this second half. Herring throws over the middle, and it's going to bounce right off of his intended receiver there. That is going to be our 10th hurry of the ball game. 3 of those have turned into sacks so far. Herring throws to the right side. What a catch made by Kevin Sanders, showing everyone why he's an impact player, setting up goal to go. Now Herring throws back to across his body there. Drew Battle with the touchdown, and Eastern Washington's taking their first lead of the game with less than 2 minutes left to go in the third. Going for 2 now. Herring has a man wide open. Drew Battle again. Who else would it be at this point? And Eastern Washington has a 7-point lead on the Bobcats now. Larry Stevens is going to stop and fire downfield. And once again, Anderson can't hold on to that one over the middle. Stevens pressured. He's going to go down. The left tackle got absolutely beasted on that play. 3rd and 15 now. Stevens, he's going to try to run for it here. Can he get it? Indeed he can. Diving for the first down, keeping this drive alive, and that will put him over the century mark. Stevens rolling to his left, firing downfield. Here's got Larry Lane. The defender whiffed on the tackle, and he is gone. Touchdown, Montana State, our 3rd of the ball game. Another big play here that kind of just breaks down. The defense can only hold them for so long, especially when it's zone defense like that. Getting out to Larry Lane, very similar to Curtis Brown's touchdown from earlier today. All tied up now at 21 apiece late in the third. Herring looking to throw, and that should have been an interception for Tim Hughes. Instead, Johnson comes up with a big reception there. They are faced with a 3rd down in this situation, and it's another catch by Johnson across the 40-yard line, once again in Bobcat territory. It looks like we have a good one going into the 4th quarter now. Johnson with another reception. He has been absolutely huge on this drive so far, making his 3rd big catch. Herring gets away from the pressure here, throws in the flat, and it's nearly intercepted on that play. 2nd and 10 instead, as they now are inside the red zone. Herring pressured here, gets it out to his man, who's not going to be able to bring that one down. 3rd down again. They've struggled on 3rd down, but they've been pretty good recently. Herring looks for 6 on this play. Pass is going to be tipped into the hands of Johnson. Unbelievable. How on earth did he make that 17-yard touchdown catch? We absolutely have to take a second look at this. Johnson was the intended receiver there. It's nearly picked off, gets tipped like 7 times, and then Johnson's still able to catch it off of the tip. I have no idea how he was able to do that, but it will give the Eagles the 4th quarter lead. The ball's on the ground again. Thank goodness we recover it this time. I don't think we can afford another turnover. Stevens throwing on the move there, looking for Ben Collins, and he probably should have brought that one in. It's 3rd and 4 now for Montana State. Stevens rolling to his left, doesn't have anyone open, so he's going to try to run for it, and he's going to get brought down shy of the sticks. Eastern Washington finally defending the run there. It's 4th down and 1. Montana State's offense staying on the field. We've got to convert. Stevens rolling to his right. He's got the edge. He's got a first down. That is all we needed there to keep this drive alive. Just over 3 minutes left to go now. Stevens pressured, dumps it off to his running back, Vince Robinson, across the 50-yard line, and there he's going to get brought down in Eagles territory. Under 3 minutes left to go now, and Stevens is going to throw an incompletion there as the pressure gets to him. He wants to throw on 2nd down, under a little bit of pressure, throws this one at the last second. What are you doing? The pass is going to be intercepted by Walker. Oh my goodness. A 5th turnover by this Bobcat offense. It has just been an ugly game, and now our defense has got to come up clutch. Instead, it's going to be a big catch by Corey King. Touchdown, Eastern Washington. Brock Eugene missed on the play. I tried to take matters into my own hands, and in doing so, I screwed up big time. And now we're going to be down 14 points with 2:40 left on the clock. Stevens throws at the last second. The pass is incomplete, and things are looking really bad for Montana State and their hopes at an undefeated season. Over the middle, Anderson, what a catch! He finally caught it over the middle, and he took the big hit. Man, you love to see it. Stevens wants to throw the football again. Instead, he's going to run it. He has a first down there and will wisely take it out of bounds. Still gets tackled, but gets out to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs. Stevens looking to throw, rolling to his left, and now he's going to run it. First down yardage before he steps out of bounds again. 144 rushing yards for the quarterback today. Stevens rolling to his right, fires to the end zone for Aaron Martin, and it's a bit too high for him. Going 5 wide now on second down. Stevens fires, and the pass is going to be way off the mark for Anderson. Third down, under 2 minutes left to go now. Stevens stops and throws over the middle. Broken up, intended for Larry Lane. 4th and 10, we have to go for it. Stevens takes the snap, rolling to his right. He's going to stop and throw. He's got Curtis Brown, and he got just enough to move the chains and convert on 4th down. Now Stevens looking for 6 on this play. Touchdown, Larry Lane. The Bobcats pull back within 7 points now with 1:34 left to go. An amazing catch there by Larry Lane, his second of the ball game. Montana State's going to attempt the onside kick. McMillan is going to kick it, and we're not going to get it. Eastern Washington recovers, and so now it's all down to the defense to get us a stop. Fantastic tackle on first down by William Jackson. It's going to be a loss of 2. Crumpler with the carry. He's going to pick up about 4 yards there. Montana State uses their second timeout. 3rd and 8. Eastern Washington wants to throw for it, and they're not going to get it. 4th down and 8, and that will stop the clock, saving us a timeout, and we're going to have one more chance now to try to tie this game up and possibly force overtime. Stevens throws on that play. This time it's an accurate pass to Martin. He made a defender miss and picks up 22 yards there. Just about a minute left to go now. Stevens looks to throw. Eastern Washington sends the heat. Another great catch by Anderson. Holy cow, what a chance it's been for him when it comes to catching passes over the middle. He's dropped a couple over the middle because of big hits, and now he's caught 2 despite big hits. Going for it all on this play. Larry Lane again, his 3rd in Montana State in just about 2 minutes has erased a 14-point deficit when all hope for an undefeated season looked lost. Larry Lane to Larry Stevens, or the other way around, the Larry to Larry connection there. Now, is Eastern Washington going to be content with overtime, or are they going to try to win it here in regulation? Looks like they're going to try to win in regulation as they're throwing the football and calling timeouts. 3rd down and 5. It's a high snap here for Herring. Stepping up into the pocket. The pass is incomplete. 4th down and 5. 18 seconds left to go in regulation. Stevens, he's going to roll to his left, fires downfield here. Lane makes a catch in field goal range, but then he lost the football. No one really notices except for Curtis Brown down at the 6-yard line, and Montana State uses their last timeout. So Jason McMillan to break the tie. It is good, but there are still 4 seconds left on the clock as we called our timeout a bit too soon there. Kicking this one off now, all we have to do is avoid a big return. Basically a squib kick here. Corey King, he's already returned 1 to the house. He's going to bounce it inside. He's going to get smacked, and there are zeros on the clock. Back-to-back years, Eastern Washington has choked hard against Montana State. Are they the Eagles or are they the Falcons? Holy cow, what a game. Despite 5 turnovers, Montana State is able to put up 17 points with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. My number 3 greatest game of all time. Oh my goodness, what were they doing out there? They had a shot at just taking it to overtime. They probably would have had a better chance there. Instead, they allow Montana State to win it in regulation. Larry Stevens, he turned over the ball like 4 times today, 5 times, something like that. I don't really know. Holy cow, that was a stressful game to play, let me tell you. I probably lost 5 years of my life just stressing out about this game. It was absolutely insane, just raging at all my dumb turnovers I had. How about this defense, though? They got 3 sacks there. They came away with those 2 interceptions. And then Jason McMillan with the game winner. And with that spectacular comeback, Eddie Fine, he is going to be committing to Montana State. So we have a cornerback for the future. And despite all of his mistakes, Larry Stevens is going to be your Big Sky Offensive Player of the Week. Not only that, he's back on the Heisman watch list up to number 3. Well, we've got to look at some of the games inside of the conference that happened this week. Idaho State dominates Portland State here, 41-13. That moves them up to 4-4. The Grizzlies lose a close one here to Northern Arizona, 35-32. It looks like it was a good one. And then Sacramento State continues rolling on a 7-game winning streak now as they defeat Weber State. Well, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, that'd be awesome if you subscribed if you're not already, and left a like on the video. But until next time, this has been Jeffrey, reminding you to stay moist.